And after that, we want to hit an else. If so if the WID contains something acceptable, then not TCP accept, but TCP send the message you sent to your chat log so you can see what you sent, but also send as a personal message to the person you wanted to send to. Okay, so first off we'll be writing it to our own history. So socket A and user A, which is me, says and the message. And then we'll do something similar, only this time it's the socket to our WID, the user we want to send it to. Oops. Okay, and the message else. It's getting really annoying. Else, if none of this works, the user does not exist. And if so let's see, we got and if, we need an else. If none of this works and you enter something goofy wacky dot whatever, it's a syntax error, so we need to catch syntax error and send it back telling you it's a syntax error and that does not work. Server syntax error. Okay, and if else. Now, if none of this is entered, and you just enter plain text saying, hello, how are you doing, whatsoever, then it's supposed to send all so people can see who sent it. It's from the user, so you, says and what was received. And if okay, so we have end if. Oh, my mistake, wait. Think how many we need. Let's see, another end if, another end if. Wasn't this for next? For, okay, we opened the for loop, so we need a next and another and if nothing is happening, no texting, no nothing, just a simple sleep and closing the while loop. Okay, that's pretty simple. Let's delete all this stuff. Alright, next up, let's go into programming the different functions that we've listed in here. So we have get user socket, we have remove isBand, send all, disconnected, anything else? Socket get IP. So yeah, as you can see, this is getting quite lengthy, but we're still good to go. So let's start off with doing isBand. And as I can recall, we need some data. Yep. So for the user, to file count lines of our text document band.txt. If file read line band.txt and the user equals the data, then return 1. Next, if that's not, then return 0. And function. Alright. Next, let's do removed. Okay, where to start? Removed let's first of all count the lines. Count file count lines of our text document. Then no. 1 equals the IP, then file delete that file, else if our count is greater than 0, then for count for a 1 to count exactly, file write line a temporary file .txt with our line. Oh, whoops. File copy. We want it to then replace the band temp file with the band txt. So band underscore temp.txt. Destination is band.txt. And flag is 1. File delete. There we go. No, I'd like that right there. Okay, so what do we have next? Let me quickly look. This band remove. Socket get IP. Now we need a variable. Whoops. Data. Okay. Okay, we're gonna work with some DLL calling here. So we have a struct. So we want to call up DLL struct create. I got this memorized, I think. Whoops. Short u short u int char 8. DLL call. We want to call the ws2 32.dll. It's an integer. I got the stuff mainly memorized. I hope so. If something's wrong, I'll have to cut it and double check. So we want to get peer name integer. Parameter 1 is data. That's a ptr for type n. Parameter n is DLL struct get ptr. Size. Yeah, I need to get the size. So DLL struct size. There we go. That should do it. If I didn't do any mistakes. Just double check. Alright, that looks good. If at error or our return zero, then return 0. Calling the same DLL ws2 underscore 32.dll inet. Oh, what was it called? NTOA. Integer DLL struct. Returns the data of an element of the structure 3. Let me quickly check something. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this is a function to get our IP address. And yeah, good to go. Now let's head on with user get. What was the user get socket, right? This is quick because we have user to equals 1. Next we have check Only difference here is we will be returning a 1. Always remember to save. Next, let's look. Disconnect. Oh yeah, I need ID. So when a user disconnects from the server, it should globally be shown. So now we got ID. Yeah. As disconnected. Okay, so if the user is an admin, we have to reset the admin variable to -1, so an admin place is free, and someone else could take over as admin. So admin equals -1. TCP close socket. The socket ID is free, so if there's a cap on amounts of people on the server, so 10, a new space will become free. For that, a socket -1 user ID -1 and connected, connected equals -1. Okay. And func. Save that. And we are slowly getting there. Next up, very important, send all. And that will contain message. Okay, send all message. We want a 4. So we got socket A, that's the user, and the message. Oops, we have end if, next, and function. Alright. Next up, open for A equals 1, 2, max.